Hey y'all, it's your girl Lisa. You know what day it is. It is Hump Day. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody who has a great day. If you work, I hope y'all. If you don't, I hope you have fun. I know I've been missing for the past couple weeks. I'm back, y'all, and let's get to it. So y'all notice my title. Smothered is only good on pork chops. But it's also good on chicken. Any meat can be smothered. Maybe I don't look at shit. Hold on. Hey y'all. Hey buddy. Leilani. Cool gamer. How we doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. I think I said that already. But it must be reiterated every day that we wake up and we see the sun shining or the raindrops falling. Is a good day. So let's just get into it. Let's dive into this. Because a lot of things irk my soul. Y'all know that. Oh, hey baby.
Hey,
Hey. I heard you a long time. Oh, there. A lot of things irk my soul. They just do make my ass itch. A lot of stuff. Y'all know, cause I talk to y'all about it. Y'all know me. Come on, y'all know you girl. And most of it has to do with realistically, most of the stuff that I get irritated with is boundaries. We can call it anything we want to call it, but the reality is, what really irritates me is people disrespecting boundaries because that's where 99% of all the conflicts come into. One person or thing or place sets a boundary, and another person or group of people think that they're entitled to overlook that boundary and do what they want. That's really the root cause of most things. If I tell you no, and then you want to discuss with me why you can and why you should, then really everything that you don't respect me, you don't care anything about me, and it makes my ass itch. So, what is making my derriere irritated today? It has been making it irritated for a minute. I don't watch reality shows on TLC, and I'm going to tell you why. All, not a few, not a couple. Every single reality show that is on TLC is based in some sort of trauma. Even the doctor shows, Dr. Pimple Popper, the Foot People, all of them are based on exploiting somebody's traumatic events. Even if it is just a big zit on your forehead or ingrown toenail, that is still a traumatic event in somebody's life. And they figure that, hey, I make money at my office. Let me put their trauma on TV to make some more money. I don't watch TLC trauma reality TV. None of it because it's all based in trauma. That being said, there's a show on TLC called Smothered. And that is why I said Smothered is only good on pork chops. Because as a daughter and a mother, I understand that both of those things have boundaries. I'm not my son's friend. That's not my little friend. I may call him my little broke best friend. That's not what he is. That's my son. He's not my best friend. He's not my friend. He is my son. I made it. My DNA runs through his veins. I ain't gotta be his friend. That's what people are for. That being said, I've never smothered him. I've always let him go off and do his own thing and be independent because there's going to be a time and place where I'm not going to be able to be there. And if I have not made him be able to be independent and stand on his own, then I have done him a disservice as a parent that I should never have done. That being said, he's still, like I tell y'all all the time, at 19, he is still my bright, shiny baby. And he always will be. So there's a show on TLC called Smothered. And the premise of the show is it in the other iterations of the seasons, it has been mother and daughter. Just like the set on the same channel, TLC has a show called He's a Mama's Boy. That's mother and son. Smothered is mother and daughters, right? Right. So the only reason I paid any attention to this particular couple on this show was because baby watched this show on Netflix called The Circle. And the premise of The Circle is that I don't know, 9 or 10 people leave their home, go to a apartment building where they are 100%, they never leave, and they either pretend to be either themselves or they pretend to be somebody else, and you have to live your life in 100% social media to win a prize. Okay, so the particular couple on Smothered is not the mother and the daughter. It's the mother-in-law and the son-in-law. Now, the mother-in-law, I mean the daughter, and the couple both won their episodes of their seasons of the Circle. So they already got the social media reality TV show. I want to be on TV bug. Cool. I would have thought maybe they would have just did a show with them, but okay. So they're on Smothered. So for some reason, you can tell by the interaction between the mother and the daughter that they are not that it's not a what's the word I'm looking for, baby? They're not close. They're so not close that it's almost antagonistic. It's like the mama sees the daughter as competition. The mama sees the daughter as what she should have been. And now the daughter is living the life the way she's living it. And I feel you can feel the jealousy from the mama to the daughter. That's cool, whatever. The problem is the son in law. The problem is this girl's husband. So they have 2 children and she's pregnant with the third. I don't know who asked them because, like I said, I have not watched episodes of this shit. I will not. I will not. I've seen what is it scenes and I've seen portions of the show on TikTok. I'm not going to turn the show on because every time I turn the show on and try to see them, I've seen other smothered sections, and it all made me just feel bad that these parents are doing to their daughter. It made me feel bad, and I just can't. I'm not. I don't watch TV to feel bad. I don't. I don't watch TV to feel. I don't watch anything to feel bad. I watch scary movies because I like scary. I like action because I like to see people get killed, and I don't watch TV to feel bad. I'm not gonna watch shit on TV that makes me want to cry. I mean, other than like a sad ending or something. Have you seen it, Layla? You know what I'm talking about.
Nope, never even heard of it until you just said.
All right, you got like, are you on your phone or you on your computer?
I'm on a computer.
Get your phone and Google Smothered Delisa, and
The
that's the mama's name, Delisa, Delesa, I think. Smothered Delisa, and you'll see this mess, this little boy, and the couple. It's a mess. I just want you to see it so you can have some kind of background on what I'm talking about. They are very inappropriate. They are extremely inappropriate. The son does not listen to the husband does not listen to his wife. He bows to the mother. The mother screams and hollers at the pregnant daughter. The son does things with the mother-in-law that he should be doing with his wife. They go out and they're feeding each other. She's always rubbing on him. He's eating food out of the mama's mouth. I'm like, I'm so confused. So y'all know being pregnant is stressful, and this little girl is pregnant, and she has been begging her mama to get out of her house. They don't have a good relationship. Not all mother and daughter relationships are good. That's just the world. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just the nature of the world. Not everybody loves everybody, even if you made them. In a perfect world, all parents will love all children, and no children will ever come to harm or mental or physical harm from their parents. But it's not a perfect world. It is a regular world, And not all parents love their kids the way they supposed to. That's fine. But the fact that number one, TLC is putting it on display in the manner that's putting it on display. And number two, the fact that that the people that are in it are actually doing it. Your daughter is pregnant. You can see she's miserable. You are rubbing and hugging and leaning and feeding and all up on her husband like that's your man in the house in front of her children. She is constantly asking you, and she's trying, and I feel like the little girl wants a relationship with her mama, but I just don't think it's ever gonna happen the way she wants it. Because every time she brings up mama, when you gonna leave, mama, it's just too much. She screams, she hollers, she acts like the mama acts like the girl did something to her. You thought, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. The mama thought that I'm going to get my 15 minutes. I'm gonna get my followers. I'm gonna get my follower count up. I'm gonna go viral. I'm going to get my fame off my daughter. I'm gonna do that regardless. Yeah, I'm going to do that regardless. And I'm going to use by any means necessary. And if it means using my pregnant daughter and hunching on her husband, then that's what I'm gonna do. That's what her mama doing. And if I'm wrong, that's cool. But if y'all should happen to see anybody in the chat should happen to go and peruse them two right there, then you will understand my irritation. They're at bingo, rubbing on each other. She's holding on to his arm. He's eating food out of her mouth. Do y'all hear what I just said? He's eating food out of her mouth. They're sitting up there feeding each other like they're newlywed couple. They sit and rub. They're on the couch, hugged up, Netflix and chilling in his wife's house. So it all came to a head.
Okay, I'm back
Um,
to scrolling. They creepy.
oh, baby, let me tell you some good shit. If you go in and look at just a few clips, the clip of the baby shower, a clip of the bingo, and it's another one. It's ridiculous. She 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 doesn't look at him like that's her son. I could see if she was acting like his mama. Now understand the boy got a mama. And the boy mama, because that's the baby shower. When you get a chance, look at the clip, pull the baby shower up. I'm sure they got it on YouTube. The baby shower, TLC, smothered baby shower. His mama is there looking at how they're acting. He's not interacting with his wife at all. Him and his mother-in-law is on the dance floor, dancing with the kids, rubbing on his mother-in-law. I'm sitting there going, I just had to stop. I can't do, I, I can't do trauma for pay. I'm not gonna say never, because maybe something will happen to where I'll have to rethink of what I'm saying. I'm never gonna get on here and tell you about something traumatic that's going on with me. That's not gonna be my first thought to grab a camera and record,
His
because
own mama is looking like, what's happening?
that's his mama and his auntie. Them two ladies sitting over there looking, that's his mama and that's his auntie. He's not interacting with his mom at all. He's not pulling his mom onto the dance floor. He's not interacting with his wife who is pregnant. Fast forward,
Them two
she
separated by themselves and the baby.
yes,
And everybody else on the whole other side of the room.
yes. And it's always like that. Every clip you see, he segregates himself off with his mother in law and everybody and it's everybody else. And he does that in front of his children. And I don't understand why he doesn't understand the problem with that. People gotta stop thinking that children are stupid or that they don't understand the complexity of adult relationships. If I see my grandmama acting like my mama with my daddy, come on now. If I see my daddy rubbing up on my grandmama like he rub up on my mama, the fuck? That's the best. I can't even figure out. The only word for this whole show is fuck. So fast forward, she has the baby. She goes into labor. She has the baby. The mom ain't there. Now this is what his ass is saying. He is trying his best to justify his mother-in-law. Well, if she wasn't here, I would have to find somebody to take care of the girls. No, you wouldn't. You bring your babies with you. The pandemic is over. They can be in there with their mama. You weren't in there. You sit up here steady trying to tell you, you are steady trying to justify this girl's mama to her when she is telling you that my mama is not healthy for me. She is constantly telling you, my mama is not good for me. She has the baby, she comes home. She has the baby, she comes home. Mama is on her. Now, you just had your third child.
Is Mama related to Macy Gray? Because every time they show her,
No,
that's
she's
what
just ugly. She's just ugly.
she
She's
looks
just
just like
physically ugly. She is just unattractive. There's nothing attractive about her. Her attitude. Maybe if her attitude was cute, she'd be cute. But she is ugly. Her face is uglier than her attitude. And her attitude is a foot. So she has a baby, she comes home. Her mama is doing her best to stress her out. It's almost like her mama is trying to kill her so she can take over her life. This is almost like some kind of psychotic lifetime movie that I would watch. You know what I'm saying? This is like a life. Hold on. This is like a fictional lifetime movie that I would watch. Mother-in-law wants the daughter's life, and the son-in-law is stupid. It's like she is doing everything in her power to hurt her daughter. Her daughter then has I think her daughter had pre. I think I don't know her name. Baby, what's her name?
I can't remember.
Can you Google it right quick? What's her name? Because I don't want to keep saying daughter.
the daughter's name is
Uh,
Delisa.
so what's the mama name?
I don't know. They're not saying the mama's name.
I thought the mama name was Delisa.
Mm-mm. The daughter is Delisa.
Okay, Delisa. All right. I'm sorry, Delisa. I did not mean to call you your mama. Okay. So I think she had preeclampsia, uh which is gestational hypertension, for lack of a better term. Baby induced high blood pressure. Now, normally when you have gestational hypertension or preeclampsia, the only cure for that is to have the baby. Once you have the baby and the stress is taken off of your body, then your blood pressure and your system goes back to somewhat normal as your hormone levels even out. Because of the stress levels and because of what is going on in her personal life, she still has she still is having the effects of preeclampsia postpartum. She's still having her blood pressure is it's her whole system is shutting down. Her entire system is shutting down. She has to go back to the hospital. The doctor is telling him, stress is going to kill your wife. I don't know what's going on at home, but stress is going to kill your wife. He didn't say it like that. He said it like TV doctor said. I don't. So he's sitting in the car. So the husband's sitting in the car, trying the best. He's trying his best to make some tears. I wish somebody, Leilani. So
I'm
I'm not
looking
the
at
only
that
one.
right
'Cause
now. I'm looking at
so
that
I,
clip right now.
so I feel like that sometimes I be just extra judgy with motherfuckers like that. But tell me he ain't doing his best to make himself cry. He is squeezing his eyes so hard, and he is trying to thumb himself in the eye so a tear pop out. He can't even sniffle right while he's trying to act like he's crying, and now he's worried about his wife's health. While for the entire 9 months she been pregnant, you just been free balling her mama.
And he's squeezing his eyeballs real hard.
Baby, do you see it? Now when he takes his hand away and he's talking to the camera, look how white his eyes are. Look how white and not puffy and bright and shiny his eyes are.
He is squeezing the hell out of his face.
He can't even begin to make a tear. I want him. I want to be wrong. I want to be like, because I'm going to tell you something. The allure of social media and the allure of the easy money of being a social media celebrity, it's everybody has it. Everybody, including us, to some extent, has the lure of celebrity status because of our social media presence to some extent. Some people love to do it. My wife loves to do this. We not rolling in no dough. We not falling out of control. We're not doing none of that. My wife still does it. She still vlogs every day, talks to everybody. Y'all know I don't always do it. I'm trying to get better. It is what it is. But it's not my thing. But without the money, she would still do it because she even said she wishes that it would have been around when we were younger. But some people see this as an opportunity to not have to work no more. It is what it is. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't get it twisted. Somebody, if we were to go viral and we were to get like that, trust me when I tell you, I would ride that wave like I know how to surf. Trust me. But I don't think, and I hope that I'm a better person than that. I don't think that I could do that to the detriment of my wife. You know what I'm saying? A doctor has to tell you that stress is going to kill your wife, the mother of your three daughters, is going to kill your daughter's mother, and you still don't understand why you got to get your mother in law out of that house. You're still trying to come up with excuses. He's still trying to come up with excuses as to why the mother in law needs to stay in the house. And I, for the life of me, can't understand it. I don't get it.
The mother's name is India.
I don't get it. I don't understand. You know what I mean? Our children are not our do overs, y'all. If you didn't make it as a football player in high school, your son is not your chance to be a football. It's not your chance to go to NFL and NBA. If you didn't go to the Miss America pageant or win all the uh, corn queen titles in your little town, your daughter is not your do over for the sashes and the crown.
All right.
That's not who this child is. The way she's acted is different than the other parents because the other ones have just been mothers and daughters, and that I made a mini me. Everybody else is every other smothered parent. I mean, couple or not couple, but every other smothered participant, the mother and daughter, is that I made a mini me so I can relive the shit that I didn't really get to do because I was pregnant or I was taking care of baby. That's basically what this show is about. A lot of these parents are not are not are were single mothers who were young, grew up with their daughters, made a mini me so that they could relive their lives. That you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, Leilani,
Hmm.
okay, I didn't know you got quiet.
I'm looking at these clips.
A lot of that's what the show is. There's one on there where they have a mother and daughter to where it's a plastic surgery couple, a mother daughter situation. The mother has destroyed herself with plastic surgery and tanning, and now she's doing that to her daughter. You know, there's one on there. There's a pageant duo where mama was the pageant queen, and now she has turned her daughter into a pageant queen, and I don't really think she understands the gravity of the situation that they're doing. These children have no identity. There's one on there where there was one on there where the mama used to take a bath and then the daughter would take a bath in the water and the mama left. There was one on there where it's atrocious. It's ridiculous. It's, but hey, if you like it, I love it. But I just can't. This particular duo, this particular situation, this is needs to be brought. Somebody needs to pay attention, not in a good way. Somebody needs to hurt the mama feelings. I don't know, cause the mama might be one of them people that you can't hurt her feelings because she don't think nothing she do is wrong and everybody else wrong, and that's cool. I mean, cause she'll get hers in the end because eventually, she gonna have to get out. Eventually, the camera's gonna go off, the lights gonna go off, and that her daughter's gonna snap and fuck up. That's what's gonna happen. People don't realize that daughters, children, children that love their parents, regardless how their parents act, it takes them a long time, but they will eventually turn. They will eventually. There will be a straw that breaks that little girl back, and she will hurt her mama feelings. He is. So fast forward. He's talking to her mother about getting out. He's telling her what the doctor said. He's telling her what's going on. And I tried to push him. And he's beating around the bush. He's not even telling her the right way. He's acting like he's acting like he has to save her feelings. Ooh, that's so mean. Ooh, kill him, baby. Um, Baby doing something ugly. Um, She's talking about I gave up my apartment, I gave up my job. You didn't give up nothing for nobody. You wanted to do that because you didn't want to pay bills no more. You didn't want to work anymore. You wanted to come on TV and hurt your daughter.
Do they dress alike every day?
Just about. They got matching pajamas.
Wow.
They got matching pajamas. And the killing part is, if you really pay attention, he don't be interacting with her daughters when he don't be interacting with his daughters when he be with his mother-in-law.
Mm.
Pay attention. He don't interact with his daughters. It ain't like the mother-in-law is doing anything. The mother-in-law is wiping off the counter. Bitch, you ain't cooking or doing nothing. You cooking for him. And one time she was like, I'm not cooking for you. I'm cooking for him. That's what the mama said. That's what the mama said.
Yeah, I
And I
think
think
I would have had to go ahead and move out myself and let him and my mama do what they doing.
I think that between the I love my husband and I want my mama to love me and the fact that she was so pregnant is why she stayed around so long. You know what I'm saying? I think that I think that without the show, if this situation would have happened in real life, and it probably would have happened. I don't think the show made her act that way because she has to know that no matter what kind of funky ass attitude you have with yourself, you have to know that your behavior is not conducive to not even what's normal, to you know that you're wrong. She knows she's wrong. She knows the way that she's interacting with her daughter's husband is wrong. Because had it been her daughter interacting with her husband like that, she'd been out calling her all kind of bitches and hoes and sluts and why you trying to have sex with my man? She'd have put her daughter out because her daughter was getting too close to her man. I don't want nobody else around my man. That's the kind of bitch she is. Yes, I'm talking about her like I know her. That's the kind of bitch she is. Had that been her daughter, had it been reversed, had her daughter had her mama had a man, and her daughter had been acting like that with her man,
I just
she would
watched the
be.
clip where it was, I guess it was like the very first episode,
Uh
and
huh.
Lisa was, introducing her and her husband and saying,
Uh
we used to, sit together. It was always me and him, and we would snuggle every night and blah blah blah. But now my mom's here, and the whole time she was talking about what they used to do together, mom was all frowned up and rolling her eyes and looking like, it's like,
yeah.
um, everything she said was what they were supposed to be doing when you wasn't there. And now you
But
doing
he does it with the
weird.
mama. He does it
It's
with the mama now.
weird, man.
He
It's
does it with the mama. And I think what got me into saying this topic, I was watching Steve today, and Steve had a story. He did an update about this a girl came on the show because between the ages of 6 and 13, a family member had molested her, and people knew about it. Her family members knew about it. But he was that dude that ain't nobody gonna, he that's just the way he is. You know what I'm saying? As long as he ain't doing it to my kid, but if he does do it to my kid, he would never do that to my, you know what I'm saying? Leilani, you know what I'm talking about? That family member that people act like
yeah.
shit don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
So she said that he had molested her from the time she was 6 to the time she was 13, and that after that he still harassed her and he still traumatized her. She was pregnant, and she said he called her or texted her or some kind of way. I'll say call because I hope he didn't put this on. I hope he ain't stupid enough to text what I'm about to say. But he might have texted because you sound like he's stupid. But he told her, I hope you have a little girl so I can do to her what I did to you.
Mm.
Family members are because she finally said something. I guess because nobody else, I guess they were scared to say something about him or something. I don't know. Because she finally said something about it, they were ostracizing her,
Mm.
calling her fast, saying that she made him do it, saying that, she was participating in it, 6-year old.
Mm-hmm.
So she came on the show previously to clear her name, to let everybody know she wasn't lying on him because they said she was lying. Because they were like, well, how could he do that and nobody know? Well, y'all knew, y'all just didn't pay it. Y'all just ignored it. You wasn't gonna do nothing about it.
They just let it happen and say, "Don't tell nobody."
Yeah, you weren't gonna do nothing about it. That's how it can happen. So, and her mama don't have a good relationship. That's what made me think about Smothered. So she came on a previous show to clear her name and let the world know that I did not lie, that he did all the shit that I said he did. Yada yada whoopie whoop. Steve did the lie detector and she was telling the truth about everything. So on that episode, she talked about our mama, how her mama acted, how she didn't care, da 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 da. Whoopie whoop. So the update was a new show today, and the update was on them. So the mother came back. The mother called the show because she wanted to clear her name, right? The mother came out there screaming at her daughter because she said she felt disrespected because you the way you talked about me. But that was how she felt about you. At the time, what did you do? What did you do, baby? Well, I had 6 kids. Well, you shouldn't have had so many kids if you couldn't watch them. If one child was going to be left out because of another child, you might have wanted to think about that before you just started having babies. Well, when she was that was happening, I only had 3 kids, but you didn't know. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hey, Daisy. Hey, Easton. How y'all doing? All right. So she came out there more so wanting to be vindicated that she didn't know, and if she'd have known, because even Steve was like, "I know I'm gonna have to tell you to get the hell out of my face." He's like, "I know, you know, I'm gonna tell you to get the hell out of my face," right? Because the way she came out there, I don't understand. I have been up front and 100 that I don't have the best relationship with my mom. I didn't have the best relationship with my mom growing up, and when I became an adult, it became more adversarial at times. But there was no time that I didn't want to have a good relationship with my mom. There was no time that I didn't want her to love me the way a mama I thought a mama should love their daughter. At no point during that time was that. So when I see a mother that has realized that your child went through 7 years of trauma and then was subjected to constant trauma by the family that's supposed to protect her, and then you come out screaming at her because you feel like she hurt your little feelings. I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay, you didn't know. So what you gonna do moving forward, Mama? Why you had to come here and make this gesture of what I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's like you came here to make her feel bad, right? Why would you do that? Your daughter is still going through it. That text message I said was recent about he was talking to her recently about I hope you have a little girl so I can do to her what I did to you. That was recent. And the only thing you can think about is she hurt your feelings. This child is never going to really trust anybody in her life before she dies. She is never going to fully trust anybody because the person that you're supposed to trust implicitly is the one person who let her down constantly. And then you come on TV to let her down. I don't understand why people weaponize media to hurt the people they're supposed to love. To weaponize that I feel like that's what they're doing, Leilani. What's your thought process on it? Because I know you ain't see the same show I saw, but I'm just saying we watch the same shit. I just don't understand weaponizing media to continue trauma for people you supposed to love.
I mean, I don't care for it either. Not, I mean, it's certain stuff that I will watch. Like I used to watch stuff long time ago before it got more scripted, but a lot of it just bothers me. Like I know I couldn't watch Delisa and her husband and mama because I can't. Like they're just creeping me out.
Because I feel like I need to get in the car and go down there.
And then like the one you were just talking about, I couldn't watch that because that brings back my memories. Mm-mm.
But I mean, we're parents. I don't. I mean, unless you do a drastic change, unless there's some kind of paradigm shift or time loop in an evil, Leilani. I can't imagine you using social media and the media itself to humiliate and denigrate your daughter.
No, it's all creepy and toxic to me.
I'm just, I don't understand. I don't understand how you look at your baby and not want to protect them from everything,
That's a lot. She said she had to.
but be the one person that hurts them the most. I mean, you got daughters. I mean, I got a daughter, but she grown and and she wasn't raised with that. She was raised with somebody who will bend over backwards and take out her own heart and hand it to her if she needed it. So, hmm, this 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 is ridiculous. If you want to be nasty, fine. If you are attracted to your son-in-law, fine. But you being disrespectful to your daughter, you know how people say, always talk about how they don't lie. And no lies are good. Some lies are okay. Don't show your daughter that you want to have sex with her husband. Lie about that. Don't show your daughter your contempt for her from something that you have a problem with. I don't understand looking at your child and competing with your child. I don't. I'm flabbergasted. Sometimes it's just it's like you don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And I know we ain't supposed to have dead air and all, but I don't know what to say. She is. They are at a rest. They are at bingo, and he's eating out of her mouth. They're at a restaurant, and he's feeding her fries. They're sitting on the couch, and he's rubbing her feet with her legs across his thighs. And your full-term pregnant wife and your two daughters are watching. Your granddaughters are watching you. What does that say about us? What does that say about us as a whole? Because if it wasn't for an audience, this stuff wouldn't be on. Now I'm all about a good gossip. I'm all about a good I don't like you, you don't like me situation. This Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki, whatever her name, I don't like Nicki Minaj. Her this little rap situation. I'm all about listening. I'm all about a little tea. You know what I'm saying? Gossip is what it is. But even in that situation, Megan made a song. She didn't name nobody. If you felt that her words were for you, then that's you. She didn't drop one name. She didn't say a nickname, nothing. She said she rapped the situations, and if the situation fits you, well, then that's on you. So instead of doing what you normally do in a rap beef, in a rap battle, when two different rappers have beef, they do diss tracks back and forth. Ice Cube and NWA, Biggie and Tupac, Nas and Jay Z, Eminem and shit. Everybody who messed with him, I don't know why they messed with Eminem, but Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly, Eminem and somebody else. You come back, Drake and Pusha T. You do what you do. I'm a singer. It's another girl that's a singer. Back when I was in school, back when I was in and back when I was in college, I was a singer. I'm a singer. That's what I am. That's what I went to school for, and that's what I did. Somebody would ask me to sing. I was sing. It was helping me get over my stage fright. 'Cause I really did stage fright. I still do. I don't know why. I don't know why. If y'all would ask me to sing a song, and I swear to God, I was my voice would crack, and I'll be ready to cry. I don't know why. It's crazy. When it comes to singing, I don't know why. Anyway, uh, when some new person would come in to the choir or to whatever, everybody was like, "That's who you got to be." Talking about me. Now, I appreciate somebody to sing. I love singers. I love singers. I love to hear people that can sing. It's just something sexy about the rhythm and the flow. I love it. So I don't really have beef with anybody because I know I'm not a person who say I'm not the greatest of all time. So I know there's somebody out there that can sing better than me. Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, shit, Jennifer Hudson, Jennifer Holiday, to just name a few off the top of my head. So I'm not a person that sits up here and thinks that I'm the end all be all. I may be one of the best in the situation that I'm in, but shit, in another situation, your girl might be a developer. I know that. I'm not delusional when I go into a setting to where I'm in a competition that I'm always going to be number one. I strive to do that, but I go in with the knowledge that I may not win. So that if I don't win, I'm not devastated to the point to where I don't want to come back and do it again later. A lot of people go into situations, especially with watching like So You Think You Can Dance and American Idol, go into competition situations and think that if they lose, that's it for them because they think that they have to win. They think that there's nobody they're better than everybody. I don't do that. So I say all that to say this: if there was a little girl that came, I was a freshman second year. She was a freshman first year, and I was doing the little. It was homecoming time, so it's always having homecoming talent shows and stuff. And I was doing the little homecoming talent shows and winning, get my trophies, get my money, yada yada yada. And she would stand up in the audience and sing after I won. Cool, I got the trophy. Sing on, Pimpin'. Why you didn't come up on stage? We both freshmen. Why you didn't get up and sing with me? Ain't no beef here. But one time she got on my nerves because she kept every time she saw me, she kept singing. Which I don't always feel singing. But make no mistake about it, you're not me. When I do get my ego on my shoulders, I will tell you you're not me. So don't keep singing in my face thinking that your little Shirley Murdoch is going to beat my Jennifer Holiday. Don't do it. That's a beef. She thought she could sing. I thought I could sing, and let's see which one could sing better. 9 times out of 10, it was me. But it didn't mean one time she wasn't gonna win. Fast forward to the beef of these two girls. I can't for the life of me understand how. Have you listened to the? Have you heard the little clips of the shit that Nicki Minaj is saying, Leilani?
Nope.
So Megan's song is his. Her Nicki's response to that is Bigfoot. If y'all don't know, for all that don't know, Megan Thee Stallion is almost 6 feet tall. If she ain't 6 feet tall, she's a big, solid, thick woman. She's beautiful. She's 28, so she's a woman, but she's a beautiful girl. And and I ain't mad. Her flow is not. Come on, y'all gotta get. I just She didn't grow up hip hop. I've never liked Nicki Minaj because of her little girl, Dr. Seuss, nursery rhyme way of rapping. I've never liked it. I believe, and I'm a, and a lot of people are not gonna like what I got to say, but I think she came along at a time when social media was getting ready to drop, and she became a social media rapper. The only girl in young and now understand. Hear me when I'm saying this. During that time, you very rarely saw rappers swapping genres, swapping sections or areas. East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Dirty South, Texas. You know what I'm saying? You very rarely saw rappers switching out. New York stayed with New York, South stayed with the South, Midwest with the Midwest. You would see collabs, but you would very rarely see a rapper changing her entire location. So when New York Nicki went with Dirty South Cash Money, I was like, okay, okay, cool. This is the new generation. Let them do what they do. I've never liked it. I've never thought she could rap. Everything she's ever done has been nonsensical. Has it been popular? Yes. Has it some of it had a good ditty? Yes. Has some of it had some good hooks? Yes. But is it what they no? Not to me. And I'm only one person. So trust me when I tell you, I'm not touching her bag. I'm not going to stop. My dollars will not cease her from getting one Birkin bag that she wants. So my disliking her is irrelevant. However, instead of her coming back as a rapper, she came back. I don't know what she came back in to where Megan said no names and alluded. I mean, she made alluded to these people. She didn't name them. Nikki just on here calling this girl all kind of talking about her getting shot, talking about she lying, talking about who dick she sucking, and then talking about her dead mama. What? I don't. I'm just. I have gotten too old for rap. I think is that what it is, Leilani?
I don't know. I was always too old for it, if that's a thing.
I think. I mean, because I'm down for a good rap. Yeah, I'm down for a good beat. One of the best songs ever is Vaseline. Ice Cube's answer to NWA when he left NWA. It's one of the best. Pusha T had one of the best lines going against Drake. I'm just saying, I'm all about a good beat because it's just it's not it's because you know how some stuff is just commercial. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make these songs so I can sell records. But some stuff is when you doing what you do. You know what I mean? It's just like you can tell the difference between a singer whose album they trying to go commercial and go out there and a singer who is just singing what she loves. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for getting your paper, but at some point, if you want to be the best, and I think that's what everybody strives to be in their genre, in their niche. I think that everybody strives to be the best. If you want to be the best, sometimes you got to lay the money down and put the artistry out there. Show them who the hell you are, and if the money comes, the money comes. If it don't, it don't. Cause you can go get some money somewhere else. Cause you still that girl. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think I got 12 everything. I don't even know what to do anymore. I think I just got 12 everything. What about what about you, Leilani? What makes your booty itch? What's making your booty itch today?
Um, Nothing really. I haven't been watching anything that's current. I've been watching old stuff. So,
Old stuff.
hmm
Well, the only reason I know current stuff is because I watch TikTok. Had I not found TikTok, I wouldn't know nothing either.
I told you I keep myself off of TikTok because you get to scrolling and don't get off.
I mean, yeah, because I get the story. Because, like, especially you be like, you got to find something to talk about. I'm like, all right, so I go on TikTok. Because I know I can find something to talk about on TikTok. You know what I mean? But then I end up being on TikTok for an hour.
I go on TikTok and I see some puppies, and then next thing I know, I've been looking at puppies for 3 4 hours. Yeah, I
I know, right?
open it up because I'll see something cute or either puppies or babies. I get stuck. I just
Yeah.
scroll and giggle, and then pop ups come up telling you you've been scrolling for a while. You should take a break, and I'd be like, shut up. Yeah.
And I scroll. I don't even. Are you still scrolling? The black girl that pops up and goes, "Are you still scrolling?" I've never heard what she said after that. I've never. I have never. I can say with 130. I have never heard what she says after. Are you still scrolling?
And I just said I'd be like, shut up. So yeah.
So yes, but I mean, I think that, like I said, I'm just, I'm, I know that trauma. Trauma sales. Uh, TLC is letting that situation play out on Smothered because they know it sells, because they know people are going to watch. I have not watched an entire show on TLC since 18 and count. I have not, because the one time I didn't even look at the whole show. I think it was a clip on somewhere else, and I saw how she was talking and interacting, how the wife and husband were talking and interacting. I was like, oh no, you're gonna be a Netflix documentary. No, no, I'm not watching it. I just, I mean, it's like I was telling baby, I am all for shooting and killing. I'm all for that. I am, and I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. Hear me out. Go with me on this. And I know that it sounds bad, but some things can just be alleviated if you kill the problem, right? Not to say another problem won't rear its ugly head. Not to say that, but it's like name a show we used to watch where there was one problematic person that nobody seemed to kill. The have and have. Did you watch the have and have nots?
Watch what?
Did you ever watch the have and have nots?
No.
Name. Did you ever watch Bones?
The police show.
The TV show. Yeah.
hmm
Do you remember? Do you remember Kalan? the guy that stalked them and made it so that he wouldn't marry her, the guy that stole all the one doctor's money, he was a computer hacker.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
You remember him?
Mhm.
He should have died the first time they saw him. They should have killed him. What? I okay. Hear me out, y'all. As you know, I get. I'm tired of talking about some other. I'm tired of giving them any more attention. But I wanted to say that first because I want people. I want to bring attention to that. I want to bring awareness. Mama, do not treat your daughters like your enemy. Because I'm going to talk about something completely different. Do not treat your daughters are not your enemy, and if they are, stay out of their lives. They're not your enemy. And if you think that your daughter is your enemy, leave her alone. She's also not your friend. The trauma that this girl is going through, I want to get in the car and go to wherever this girl is and hug her and be her mama until that bitch leaves. I want to physically, I want all mamas to physically ride out and knock on the door and put her ass out that girl house. I do, but I digress. I believe some things is just if you just kill the person that needs to die. I don't want to hear about it's against the law. I don't. I don't want to hear that because the whole reason he got to do what he got to do is because nobody would just kill him. He killed a whole bunch of people. He stole billions of dollars from Hodgins. He threatened their kids. He hacked and stole other stuff. He threatened bombs. He facilitated death. If they'd have killed him in the first season, the first time he popped up, if this is real life, it's not real life. If they'd have killed him in the first season, the first time he popped up, they could have went on and did his dealt with somebody else. I think that's why I started watching what's the show's called? Assassins. Kill the person that is the problem. And I don't necessarily mean in real life because I know that. But the killing part is they do in real life. On TV, they don't. On TV, call the police. We're gonna get them arrested. What? He just killed 17 people. Do you think he can? What is wrong with you? I was watching some the other night. What was I watching? I don't. I think I was watching Criminal Minds. I was watching Criminal Minds, and there was a serial killer on Criminal Minds that is a con man and a chameleon, and he can be anybody because he's just so average. You know what I mean? He's just so regular that he blends in every situation. He can be the only white guy in a group full of black guys. He still blend in. You know what I mean? That kind of regular.
Mhm.
But he was a serial killer, and his serial killer of choice was cutting off women's faces. If they'd have just killed him when they had the chance, he would not have went on to uh, cut his daughter's face off because he truly could never love anybody. He can use you, but never love. He should have died. And I sat there thinking the whole time, they should have killed him when they had the chance. And I was like, is this bad? Is that bad, Layla?
No, I feel the same way about shows I be watching. So,
Is that a bad thought process to have?
mm-mm.
I mean, there are a few people in real life that I feel like need to be in a coma. I mean, for the rest of their life. I don't say die. but just need to be incapacitated for the rest of their life. How about it? I think that's it's a good thing that I don't want to do it. I just think that it should be done. Cause I'll be sitting here watching some on TV and baby be watching, and I'm like, oh yeah, you should kill her. All the Queen's men on BET, right? Uh, there's only so you can only be the queen for so long before somebody is going to try to is going to come try to take it, and at some point they're going to take it. You can, especially if you're the kind of person who don't listen to nobody. I'm telling you, please don't run head first into the hornet's nest. Fuck them hornets. What? But ma'am, you're allergic. Fuck that allergy. What is wrong with you? That's the kind of person that Madam is. She's on the show. She's called Madam. Her name. I don't know what her name is. I think her real name is Malin or something. But they call her Madam, right? And her father used to be a pimp. I can tell by the way he was talking. But anyway, she runs her situation with an iron hand. She is not. She doesn't have any issue with actually pulling the trigger, and she will say that shit out loud in front of police. So she stabbed her sister in front of like three or four witnesses and just walked out. That's the kind of thing. That's the kind of stuff she'll do. You know what I'm saying? She stabbed her sister in the nursing home with her father, where she just found out where her father used to live because he died. So she went to the nursing home to check to talk to the nurse who was there on the night he died. Her sister came up there, and her sister was talking smack. They don't get along. She hates her sister, but she promised her daddy that I won't kill her. He said, but daddy dead. So in front of everybody, she put the gun out first, but her bodyguard snatched the arm up to keep her from shooting the girl in front of everybody. Uh, so she's still talking smack. How you gonna talk smack with a fool? I don't understand it. How you gonna talk smack with somebody who just tried to shoot you? So she turned around and she's still talking smack in her sister's face and everything. She pulled a knife out and stabbed her smooth in her chest, deep in her chest area, and holds her head and talks to her through her teeth while she is holding this knife in place, right? Then she turns to walk away, and the girl slides her dying ass down the desk to the floor. She's still talking shit to this crazy woman. So she turned around and cussed her out. She said, keep talking, you leaky bitch. I was like, oh, shit. But she's the kind of person on this. So she did all that. So now you know the police out there, right? So everybody keeps telling her the police are going to be after you. I don't give a fuck about the police. I'm going to my club. I don't care. I don't care. I'm sitting there going in my head. Because like I said, I'm all about some folks need to go. But I'm also about some folks need to play their crazy correctly. I feel like she played her crazy incorrectly. You can't keep saying I don't care. Because when you go down, madam, you don't just go by yourself. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. Ma'am. Because personally, in this situation, if I were not madam, madam would need to go because she doesn't have a second in command. She doesn't have anybody who's looking for the job. You see what I'm saying? Because you know how in a lot of situations you have somebody that is looking to be madam, looking to be the master, looking to be the head dude in charge. There's always somebody waiting for somebody to take the head down so they can take the head place.
Right.
But see, the reason that she needs to go is because ain't nobody waiting to take her place. She has made it so she is the epitome. She has made it so she is the pinnacle. That is it. She's made it. She is the it. She is the top of Mount Everest. Everything else is clouds. There's nobody waiting to be. There's nobody waiting to take the throne. So if you take out Madam, the whole shit crumbles because everybody she got under her needs her to tell them what to do because she doesn't allow anybody to be what's the word, independent. She doesn't allow independence. The two people she keeps around her will die for her. Will not even imagine trying to take her place. The people that are below them, they're strippers. Who gonna take a kingpin stripper seriously?
Hey, Rico. I'll be right back, Lisa. I go potty.
All right. Hey Rico, hope you feeling okay. But yeah, I think some people, teach it. Some people need to go. Hold on, y'all. So, let me keep these. Hold on. All right. So I don't understand some things. I don't understand some things, y'all. It, I'm the kind of person that if I don't understand something, nothing you say can make me understand it. I don't know if that makes sense. Um, I don't understand. I don't understand slavery. I don't understand how you could see that as a good decision for no other reason than karma, generational karma. I don't understand it. There's nothing that you can make me. There's no argument in which you can give me that chattel slavery that you can justify it to me because there are all kinds of slavery, and slavery is ancient. It has been going on since there have been people. But chattel slavery, the one that happened here, and the one that happened here, and the one that is happening in other parts of the world now, especially with child trafficking and with adult trafficking, and they are still slaves. It's still going on. Um, there's no argument that you can give to me that would make me understand the reasoning and the thought process behind the people who did that and who do that to this day. The reason I say this is because TikTok is the villain for y'all. I was scrolling on TikTok and there was a podcast. I really wish that you would have to have a license. I really wish that there is a plan, a thing in place to where you have to actually talk and get a license to podcast, but I know that never happened. But anyway, as I was scrolling on TikTok, this podcaster said slaves used to work every minute of the day that they were awake. Every minute that they were awake, slaves used to work. If they can do it, I know I can do it. What? What? Out loud and for the world to see or hear, he said, if the slaves can do it, I'm sure I can do it. Leilani,
So that's something he wants to do.
I guess he said his productivity is, I don't know. It's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of those people that think that if you sleep, you're wrong or you're not working. I don't know. It's one of those. It's just like on another thing. I heard a guy on there said that he manipulates time because he can get 3 days out of one day. He almost broke my brain trying to wrangle that logic in. But if there's nothing that you can do that can make me understand. Another thing, I'm from the South. I was not born in the South, but I was raised in the South. So I am a Southern girl. And we have walked outside without our shoes. Not a lot. You know, we ran from house to the car without our shoes on. You know, if it's raining and we're playing in the rain, you don't do that in your shoes. So again, TikTok is a culprit again. So somebody decided these are, I don't understand. You can't make it. So somebody decided that they were going to put on the internet, on Jill Scott's internet, that they are going to stop wearing shoes because it's better for their bodies if they don't wear shoes publicly.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm not done. If you want to walk around here like damn Fred Flintstone, go right ahead. With all the creepy crills that your ass is gonna get, look, that's between you and your doctor. Hey,
Build up their immune system. They gonna collect as much nasty as they can.
hold on, I'm not through yet. So as I scroll today, they decided to double down on this shit. We're going to cut the bottoms off our shoes so that we can go barefoot but blend in with everybody else.
So now we gonna waste money and collect cooties. Okay.
There's no argument that can make me understand that. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. What is something that no what is a subject or a topic that no matter how somebody explains it to you, you just don't understand it. Because like I said with me, it doesn't matter. I can listen to your opinion about something, and if I am rather ambiguous about the subject we're talking about, and you say something, I go, that's a good idea or that's a good point. I can be I can listen. I listen. I'm not so stern that I can't listen and adapt or understand your point of view. But there are just some things that no argument can make me understand it. No argument can make me understand Hitler and the Holocaust. No argument can make me understand slavery and Jim Crow. No argument can make me understand MAGA and Trump. No argument can make me understand, uh, and those are just big things. There are a lot of little things, but those are just big things. What is something that no matter how somebody explains it, you just can't understand?
I mean, all the ones that you said, pedophilia. Um,
No, you can't make me.
what's
I can understand that pedophilia is I can understand that pedophilia itself is a mental disorder. I don't understand child molestation. I don't understand a grown man looking at his daughter going ooh ooh. I saw that being said, I saw a and again TikTok. For now, the rest of the live is TikTok is the culprit. So I was watching TikTok. A man went on a shooting spree because his 17-year-old daughter was not in love with him. I'm gonna say that one more time because I felt like when I said it blocked everybody's brain. A 43-year-old man went on a shooting spree because his 17-year-old daughter was not in love with him, didn't want to be in a relationship with him. He heard his mother talking about it. I guess I don't know whether he's crazy and said that shit out loud, and his mama heard or whatever. But his mama said she's gonna put his ass out. So he heard his mama, went and got the gun, came in the house, shot at his mama, missed his mama. It was his mama, her friend, and his daughter in the house. He missed his mama, killed her friend, went in the bathroom where his daughter was taking a shower, missed her. She ran out the house and he shot her in the leg because she wasn't in love with him. I firmly believe pedophilia is a mental disorder, and they're never going to do anything about it because that again is another ancient. I don't understand looking at a kid. Kids are disgusting. I don't understand looking at a kid going, "Ooh, ooh, that's good." What is wrong with you? There's no argument. But I firmly believe that people who, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, sort of looking for their date of choice is children. Like, um, they use that as like heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, all that. That is viable. Oh, shut up! Stop touching.
Did you
That's
spill
viable.
waters?
Huh?
Did you spill some waters?
I did not. No, no. I'll tell you about it later. Um, I don't get that. He killed his mama's friend because his daughter wasn't in love with him. And this, I, I don't know what to say.
The fact that his mother knew and she gonna say, I'ma put you out.
I don't. Here's the thing. I'm not going to lie. I did not go. I don't know if he had been molesting her or this was something he brought up that he was in. Because the thing was, he was in love with her and he wanted a relationship with her. So I don't know if he'd been molesting her as she was a child. So I don't want to speculate on the length of time. All I know is once his mama heard about it, she said she's gonna put him out. I don't know if he'd done anything illegal beforehand. You know what I'm saying? He could have been sitting over there looking at his daughter, waiting for her to turn 17. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the backstory like that, but I do know that because she didn't reciprocate the feeling, and his mom was gonna put him out of the basement, he said, "Well, I'm just gonna kill everybody in the house." I, yeah, I don't know, Leilani. What else? What's another thing you just nothing can make you understand it?
Mm. I don't know. My mind is blank.
I know that's the bad thing about when you have to try to keep going. You're trying to figure out stuff to say because you ever notice when you're not online or when you're not on the live or on the chat or anything, you got all these ideas. You get on the chat, you all of a sudden you just lost. Brain
Mm.
don't work no more. So I'm gonna pick up my iPad and I'm going to see what they got talking about. Uh, what we gonna say? That poor man needs to see it. Rico said he gonna wear shoes. But I hope you do wear shoes, Rico. Shoes are necessary. All right, let's see. Let's see what they got. Let's see. Let us see. Absolutely not.
I enjoy being barefoot, but not past my yard.
I mean, I take my shoes off no sooner I come in the house. Um, I had well, he was a pediatric orthopedic. He told me at one point because my nephew, he was really really bow legged because he was really, you know how the babies be balled up in the womb,
Mm-hmm.
and his legs came out really bold, so his legs were gonna have to be pulled and straightened. So when my sister couldn't take him, I would take him to his appointments. So he wasn't walking yet, and then he told me, he said, "Don't buy those shoes. You know those shoes that tell everybody about, them hard
Yeah,
shoes with
hard
the
shoes.
ankles."
Uh-huh.
He said, "Don't buy the shoes." He said, "Let them walk barefoot." He said because those shoes make babies' ankles weak, and children don't understand how to grip, how to manage the floor. I said,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, so I mean because." We bought the shoes because that's where we was raised. They gotta have white shoes. I think for no other reason we gotta hang them up at our car. But they always lose one. I bought Nick his and he lost one. I think the second or third day we was somewhere in Walmart or somewhere, and I didn't see him take them off. And he's sitting around with one shoe and no sock on. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna get them. Yeah, the shoe. I don't. No, no, don't do that. For everybody listening to the sound of my voice, don't do that. Put your shoes on. If you're going out of the house, put your shoes on. There are all kinds of icky things in the ground, in the dirt, in the grass, just waiting for a home. Don't some things need to be homeless. Okay, let the bugs in the yeah, yeah. Can you imagine can you imagine getting in a shower behind somebody who's been outside all day walking with their shoes around? Baby, baby, like that. Neither, but I digress. I don't understand. If you have the capability to wash your ass on a regular daily basis, the desire not to do it. I don't understand that. I saw something. This one lady said she only takes a shower every 4 months, every 4 weeks. I think it might be 4 weeks. I hope it ain't 4 months. Ooh. Anyway, she only takes a shower every 4 weeks because she's trying to conserve water for the world. Do it, they don't know how much water the world is made up of.
Shaylin was
Why?
showing me a video yesterday of some girl on TikTok saying she does not wash her hair. She just keeps putting more gel in it and pulling it in a ponytail or something. And I was
Okay.
like, for what? She says because she just doesn't want to. I'm like, and why is she making videos?
Because she don't want to?
She doesn't want to wash it, but she wants to show people all the nasty stuff falling out of her head as she's slapping on more gel.
Mm.
Like, okay,
I'm just,
I don't understand, but okay.
I, uh, I, you know what? I, I don't know what to say. I have nothing to say with that, Leilani. I don't know what to say.
I have heard people say they did not shower often because it dries out their skin.
Well, usually does body wash. Shit.
I've heard that be the reason. I have heard um, the you know saving water thing. I have heard um, they just didn't
Who
need.
they saving water for?
I don't know. They also just didn't need to. They needed to keep the dirt on because that's protection.
From what?
I don't know. Unless you're homeless and living on the streets, that is protection. Because when I was working in the hospital and the police would bring in a homeless person and want us to wash them, we can't do that. And you finna put them back out there. They will die.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you if your body has adjusted to a particular situation because that is the only way you see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Your body has adjusted to you're homeless and you cannot shower and you cannot do these things. So your body has built up a tolerance or whatever. it's built up its own ecosystem. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about somebody who lives in an apartment where they don't pay for water.
Right. I don't know why they say it builds up their immune. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but that I've heard that.
Doesn't build
And
up
then
your
they
immune
also
system.
say they don't bathe children because they don't children aren't dirty. They feel like they don't need to wash their kids because kids are clean.
The kids that be rolling around on the floor with the dogs,
Mm-hmm.
the kids that go outside and climb trees and roll in the grass,
Mm-hmm.
the kids that stick their fingers up their nose and then rub it on their arms and stuff.
Mm-hmm. If they are not visibly dirty, they're clean. They don't need.
Okay. All right. For real, y'all. All right, this has absolutely nothing to do with anything, but it was funny because I was trying to find another topic. I was trying to find another. I don't understand. Somebody said I hate when don't have a moldable name. Like what I look like Mona Eugene. Somebody said first of all, hope, and then she came back. I'm in tears. Eugene, but I guess that's right though. Think about it. Can you? Okay, this has nothing to do with nothing. But some things are more. I never thought of that. Do you do? Okay, I got a question. Do you moan a name because it's a good name and it's moanable, or because of the person you with?
I don't think I've ever moaned a name, so I can't. No, I don't moan a name. I don't say names.
But let's just say, for the sake of argument, if it was a good name, like
What's a good name?
I don't know, she's got me thinking. Clearly not Eugene. Clearly not Eugene.
What is a moanable name? Like I
I
like.
don't know. I mean, I guess it's like Bertha. I mean, I don't think Bertha's all that moanable. Like Lonnie, it's got a little ring. Like Lonnie, you know what I'm saying? It sounds exotic. How would I moan like Lonnie? Hold on, I can't even do it. Wow. Um, no, I'm not about to say ooh Bertha. Maybe say ooh Bertha. Sound like you talking about somebody grandma. Ooh Bertha. Oh. Ooh Bertha. That's that sound like somebody in a nursing home.
I don't know why you say
I'm sorry. Anybody named Bertha. Y'all know I'm just joking. I couldn't think of another name right then. Uh, I never thought about that in my 50,
I'm
60 years
trying
of
to think of
living.
a man's name that I would sound good. Like I
Good, you know?
George. No.
No,
Uh,
Christian. Christian would be good. Ooh, Christian. That would be good. That would be good. Christian would be good. I think Christian would be a good one. Nah. Steve? Would Steve be good?
Steve. Mm-mm.
Ooh, Steve. Nah. That sound like sound like you doing your taxes. Ooh, Steve, thank you. I think it would have to be some kind of exotic. But what's exotic for a man? How about Morgan?
That could be a
I
name.
think the more I think the more ambiguous names, The ones that can be male or female, I think they would be good. Morgan Taylor. Ooh, I know that's my son's middle name. My son's whole name, except for Nicholas. I don't know if Nicholas is a. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. Because of my son. That's just nasty. Anyway, um, I don't know. See, now Facebook is the culprit because I was trying to find something else to talk about, and Facebook got me trying to figure out who the hell name is Mona. But let me see what people saying in the comment section. They over here laughing. Oh, that is hilarious. She said, not Eugene. How about your man, Leonardo?
Vance.
I mean, it's Vance. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Ooh, Vance. I now I can't do it to nobody. It's all gonna be funny from now on. It's gonna be no more sexy time with names no more because that just messed me up. But ooh, Vance. I mean, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. If I'm able to speak in full sentences, then I feel like hello. Okay, I had to push my earbud in my ear. Then I feel like no, I had to push my earbud in my ear, and I didn't know if disconnected. Uh, then I feel like the person is not doing their job, right? If I'm coherent, I feel like you should be close to incoherent.
Yeah, I agree. I shouldn't be talking.
Right. Good sex makes you illiterate and incoherent. It messes with all your IQ points. The best I got is
If I'm able to hold a conversation, we should watch.
right. I feel like I should be able to hold a conversation with
Let's
you.
watch TV.
I feel like you should make me forget your name. Have me going, who the hell is this? I'm just saying. I mean, hey, you're looking at somebody confused. Sorry, y'all. Hello. Oh, yeah, I think it's just me and you in there. Cause ain't Rico ain't saying nothing in a minute. But yeah, that was funny though. Yeah, but I feel like yeah, you shouldn't be able to say nothing. You can say something then. You are incorrect. So what you doing for Valentine's Day?
No,
Awesome.
same thing I do every Valentine's Day. Nothing. Sit here and look crazy, buy my girls some candy.
Okay. Okay, this is off of something again. This woman has 9 kids by the age of 28, and I don't understand. Somebody said a baby's born every 8 seconds, and it's a 93% chance it's Nick Cannon.
It's in Kansas.
93% chance it's Nick Cannon.
Oh,
I mean, she okay. Oh, she's not 28 now. By the time she was 28, she had 9 kids. She's not 28 now. She was 28 in 2012, so she started having kids when she was 17. Bless the Lord. I just, okay.
a lot of
Hey,
churns.
hey, let me tell you some good stuff. I feel as I have done my duty with the one I have. You know what I mean? I feel like I've done my duty. I can't see having them many. I feel Mm-mm. But hey, anybody, hey, do you? Shoot, who am I to stop you?
I just don't see how they manage because the cost of two is crazy. I don't even nine.
What? I mean, I don't know the situation. I don't know the situation, so I didn't go into any depth. She was just, like I said, I was scrolling trying to figure out something to talk about. She was having me one of the, how you scroll up your timeline,
Hmm.
and I didn't even listen to it.
My mind just jumps to like school supplies. Good lord.
School supplies and school clothes and extracurricular activities and baseball. I mean, football, basketball, dance, soccer. Uh,
Lab fees, just all the oof.
Kids are expensive if you have money. People you say all the time. People say, "Well, I want to be in a position to what's what I'm trying to say, the position to afford a child." Well, the thing about it is, the more money you have, the more you spend on a kid. Think about it. We are millionaires. We spend money on our kids like we millionaires, not like we middle class. You know what I mean? I think you never have enough money. I think you just got to get the kids and do it. But I think that there should be a point that you go, hey, this is one kid too many. It's like I was talking about the lady from Steve Wilco show. She has 6 kids, and you don't have a good relationship with any of them. From what the daughter was saying, why keep having kids? Maybe that's a question. If you can barely take care of the first one, and you have the ability to forget abortion, birth control, abstinence, why would you continue to then keep having kids that you can't take care of? You know you can't take care of. And before people get to talking about welfare and Medicaid and food stamps, I really don't know how much money they think the government gives you, but you don't get enough. You don't. When I was in Texas, and when you file for child support, they also ask you if you've ever been on TANF, which is the welfare. So I had went down to the office. No, when you file for tenants, that was back. When you file for tenants, they ask about the father of the child because they want you to file for child support if you haven't already filed for child support. So I went down to the office to inquire about the program. I had never thought about it, but I was like, I got a kid. I'm not working like I was. I need help. So let me see what can go on. I've been working since I was 17. So I'm thinking I paid into this thing. I'm gonna use it the way it's meant to be used. So I go down there and I go through the process, 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 process. to do all the stuff they want you to do for assistance. The test they want now, they want you to do drug tests, um, all the avenues you have to go down, all the information you have to give. They want to give you $214 a month. Now, that doesn't automatically mean you're on Section 8. That means you have to get on the list. And if the list is not open, you can't even get on the list. And I've known people who've been on the list 4 and 5 years. So some kind of way you got to figure out housing with $214 a month. Okay, you get food stamps, but you can't buy anything but food with the food stamps. If you have a child under the age of 6, you can get WIC. That's your food and your milk taken care of. I don't know why people think you get thousands of dollars a month for a kid. All these people on welfare just draining our. You get nothing. And then the programs that are supposed to be with it, some of them they still want you to pay out of the 214. They want you to get $10 here and $20 there. Why keep having kids?
I would say for me, I didn't even qualify for 10. I had a job and I made too much money. I couldn't have tennis. I only got $125 in food stamps. That's it.
It's like, and when you go down for these programs, it's like with food stamps, they want to know what you pay, but then they still want to know how much you make before taxes, before they take out taxes and insurance and anything else that comes out of your check. They want to know how much you make gross, not net. And
Mm-hmm.
they want that as to determine how much you get in food stamps when my gross may be $3,000 when my net is 1,700 because they taking out insurance and taxes and 401k. I have to stop my nest eggs and I have to stop my security blanket so that I can get more money a month. But you go down to the food stamp office and they like, no, no, that don't matter. I just don't. I just don't get why children are a blessing. They are, but they also are the most vulnerable of us. They are the most children and women are the most traumatized and abused people on this earth. Child trafficking, human trafficking. The patriarchy saying women are supposed to be this way, and if you don't do this way, you're a whore, you're a scarlet, you're a Jezebel. People not realizing that it's only recently women could vote or have a bank account in their name.
Rico, you was supposed to eat
And
for a month. I was supposed to eat for a whole month, me and my baby. He said, what you supposed to do with $125? You were supposed to live on that.
you're supposed to live on that. $125 and okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, you don't have a job, so you get tenants and food stamps. You get welfare and food stamps. You get 200. I've heard anywhere from $200 to $400. So let's put it at $300 a month. Let's just give it the mid range. You get $300 a month for one child. Now understand, two children is not going to be 600. Let's go there. You might have two kids and you get 540. They're not going to keep doubling and tripling it. So you have 30 kids. You're not going to get 30 times 300. I don't know what that is, but you know what I mean. And at some point, they're not going to give you anything after a certain number of kids. Okay. So yeah, I understand that. They're gonna start dividing it up between the kids. They're gonna cap your ass off and start dividing it up.
Yeah, I think it stops at 4 kids.
I don't know, but after a certain number of kids, you're not getting any extra money. All they're doing is dividing it up now. So they want you to live on, let's just say, $300 a month in tanning, $300 a month in food. That
But
now
again,
in
that
the
test is
tanning,
only if you don't have a job. Because if you're working,
right?
you make
You
over
don't get anything.
$1,000. You get no
You
tip.
don't get
You
anything.
just get the little bit of food that they're gonna give you. That's all you. That's your
They
only.
want you. If you get a job, they will take you off the tennis road. It don't matter if like I was working at Walmart for $7.20 an hour, bringing home every 2 weeks $300 and $400 checks. They would have taken me off of tennis
Yep, that's where I was
because
working.
I have
I
a
was working
job.
at Walmart. I was working at Walmart when I had Rayon, and yeah, I couldn't have what I didn't qualify for tennis because I was balling with that $200 every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. So they want you to feed your entire family of two, three, or four, however many, off of two, three, $400 for the entire month. That's the food. That's just food. That's just food products. That's it. Now you got to live somewhere. They have low income housing, but you can't just go up to the building and go, hey, I want to apply for low income housing. It's a process to where you have to wait till the list open up so you can get on the list so you can then wait another 2 or 3 years before you get to the top of the list because they close the list every so often. The list opens up, you get on the list, they go down the list of the people in front of you and then they stop. They open up the list and then they stop. So you got to figure out how to pay somebody for somewhere to live off of $300, and you got to pay lights. You got to have lights on, but cable and internet. You need a phone of some kind. So 9 times out of 10, you buying a little phone from Walmart, a burner phone. They call it burner, but it's you know what I'm saying, prepaid phone. So you can have something happen to your baby, somebody can call you, your job can call you. So that's $60 every month. Lights, $100. That's 160 out of that $300-400 right there. That's 160. That's almost half right there. Instead of making people feel bad about not wanting to have kids, how about we normalize having real discussions about not having kids? The foster care system is a joke. Time and time again, people with money would rather go out of the country to adopt a baby than to adopt children in America. But let's get rid of abortion and birth control. Let's get rid of that. Let the states keep getting rid of different programs for women and children in the states. Let's keep doing that. But let's keep having these kids. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I mean, if you can take care of 9 kids, I am happy. Hell, because I know how hard it is to take care of one. We need to start having real world discussions with our daughters and our sons about children and the having them or the not having them. The first thing a gay couple want to do when they get married is have a baby. Why? You got to see if you're gonna stay together. Why would you purposely bring a child into a situation that most people do on accident? How many times have you walked around? I was looking, and this woman went into Walmart with her child. She is dressed from head to toe. It is when in the week that did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
That it was freezing, and she walks in there, and all her baby has on is a pamper. And at some point, somebody put a plastic bag on the child.
No, she took her. That was her coat. She took her coat off and put her coat over the baby.
After somebody said something to her,
Like that was gonna make the yeah. The people was following her and fussing at her the whole time she was grocery shopping because she was just putting groceries in her cart and telling them to shut
and
up.
throwing frozen stuff on the baby.
Mm-hmm. So
So
then she
some
put
lady went and bought him some clothes.
and talking about see now there you good now shut up yeah
They
she.
took a kid. They took a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So now she getting on social media crying
They
about
went
that
in
they
the
took a
store
kid.
bought clothes and put clothes on the baby in the register line.
Yeah, a lady, a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
The little girl who reported it, the girl that worked at Walmart, they reported it, got fired.
Yep, they fired her.
That's how much Walmart care about your children. They'll fire the person that is bringing that to attention. That's how much the world cares about your children. That they want you to bring it to the world, that they want you to have so bad.
Rico, don't be blaming the ladies because it's a man putting something in between them legs. You can't say
Do we not want to get cussed out? I don't know.
apparently
What do
he
you
do.
think?
Don't put that
What
on
do you
girls.
think?
Men can keep their stuff in their pants too.
Rico, let me ask you a question. Since I'm almost positive you have no knowledge of between a woman's legs. The men, the sperm donors, those with the sperm, are the one who leaves the situation. Because we can't. We physically cannot leave the situation. That's number one. Number two, a woman can only get pregnant once a year. Once a year. Because you're pregnant for you're actually pregnant for 10 months. I don't know why they say 9 months. You're pregnant for 40 weeks, which is 10 months. But 9 months. A man, however, can literally get one woman pregnant every minute of every day. One man can impregnate one woman, can impregnate a woman every minute of every day. How many minutes are in a month, Leilani?
Or in a month?
In a month. How many minutes in a month?
Hold on, let me see.
She got a phone. I'm on my phone. So if I touch my phone, it'll go off and I gotta go back in.
Can you
So
put me down for some pepper?
yeah, we can.
The honey mustard season. I'll go for it.
43,200.
So technically, every month, one man can get 43,000 women pregnant. Now, who need to close their legs? Hmm? Who need to close their legs, Rico? Don't worry, I'll wait. They always say something about the woman. And for the life of me, I don't understand why. For the life of me, it's not just Rico. I'm just teasing Rico. But for the life of me, I don't understand why they always say something about the women need to close their legs. I don't understand women need to make better choices. Women need to pick better men. Let me see. What were you gonna say? No, were you gonna answer my question? One woman can be pregnant once a month. I mean, once a year. One man, however, can make 43,000 babies. One man can make 43,000 babies. 43,000 babies are made every year or every month. 43,000 babies. Because somebody is making it, ain't got to be the same person, but the same man. It's men that have 13, 25, 72 children. A woman with 18, 19 kids got 18, 19 kids by one dude. How is it our responsibility alone to curtail the epidemic of pregnancy? Don't worry, I'll wait. Leilani,
Mhm.
how we suppose we got to keep our legs closed, Leilani. Now I'm not making no more babies just for virtue of being gay.
I mean, I went 27 and a half years before I even had sex, period. So I ain't have no problem with my legs.
I was 37, almost 38 before I had my first and only child.
I was 28 when I had my kid,
Mm.
and then 28 and 31. Yeah.
I mean, why is it always us? I would like for some. I
And
would really
I
like for
too.
somebody to.
Apparently, I
I
control
would
the
really
legs
like to.
well.
Huh?
I said
Say
I
what?
adopted two kids, so apparently I control the legs kind of well.
But what I'm asking is why is it always Rico is just saying what everybody says. He's not
Mhm.
being outrageous in what he says.
Yeah,
All
blame
men
the
say that.
girl. Blame the female. That's yeah.
All men blame women about keeping their legs closed and choosing. And here's what it is: choosing better men. Keep your legs closed and choose a better man. That's what men have. When we talk about being pregnant and birth control and things like that, it's always our fault. Why is that?
Because that's what we've been taught. Blame the girl.
But okay, if that's the case, then we have more power. We'd have more power than we have. If it's our fault
The point
that
is,
all these men, that
the
if it's our fault that all these men can't control
technically
themselves to
is
the
to
point,
blame girls.
okay, if that's the case, then it's our fault. If it's our fault that men are so susceptible to a woman that they would have all these babies by all these women they really don't know, really don't want to have a relationship with, but they will produce a whole human with them. Then where is this power that we supposedly wield in the grand scheme of things? If it is up to us about the babies that are produced,
Because we were
it
supposed
is
to
our
not
fault.
produce them.
Say what?
We were supposed to not produce them.
What?
We know that we can make babies. Therefore, we need to not do that.
We know that we can grow babies. We know that evolution wise, if men were to disappear, we would evolve into be hermaphrodites, and then we have the ability to do that. However, We do need the lock that goes in the key. We do need the sperm that go in the egg right now. And like I said, a woman can be pregnant once. And and for all those saying that, Irish twins where you and your sister had the same year, like one was born in January, one was born in December, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about technically a woman can only be pregnant once a year. But a man has 43,000 chances a month to make a baby. Now imagine, let's forget the 43,000. Imagine if he hits his mark every time. He has sex with a different girl every night or every weekend, and every time he has sex, he makes a baby. Imagine that. How
I
often
rolled
do
up on
you do
something. Lisa says a narcissist who wants the authority of a king while having the accountability of a toddler. Yep.
it? Yes, yes, exactly. And I feel like we bear the weight of that situation, and I think that I hate that. You know what? I just paid attention to what he said. All the way, he said, "Get rid of birth control." Leilani, Leilani,
I don't know if that's
Leilani.
what he meant to say because he said he's using voice to text. So I just ignored that one because I otherwise I guess he's just saying that he never wants to have sex again. So women should just all stop having sex and then there won't be no more babies.
I guess it's not like they have orgasms.
Because if you're getting rid of the birth control, that means the only way is just not to do it at all ever.
Well, I figure that you should not be allowed to get pregnant without an orgasm. If he doesn't need your orgasm, you shouldn't be allowed to get pregnant by him because he's trash.
I agree with that.
And I know that there's no way to actually make that a thing. But I think that karma wise, I think that karma wise, if you can't give me an orgasm, you can't give me a baby. I think that would cut down on a lot of the babies. Hmm.
That conversation is
Hey, I mean, it started off with the mama thing. That right there, she should have. I wonder, does Lisa look at her husband and regret that first baby she had by him? You think that she's now looking at her husband regretting that I do?
I think every time she looks at him and her mama, she's regretting everything.
Regretting that I do? Regretting that? Mm, mm. If you're married, you're just supposed to have as many children as you can, I guess, regardless of the situation. Cause hear me out. The mother-in-law is the culmination. You feel me? I think that he was shifty. I feel, you see what I'm saying?
I
I feel
mean,
like it's
he
something
had to
off
be
about him.
stiff before. If this is what he doing now, that it had to be weird stuff all the time.
Right. I feel like something's off about him all the way around. You know what I mean?
What you mean?
Because okay. And don't judge me if you do your anti black. So if the mother in law was fine, you know what I'm saying? If she was aesthetically pleasing, if she was a beautiful person with a beautiful personality and just an all around amazing person, I could almost see him being tempted. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like if you are willing to risk it all for her, you was doing stuff before she came along. You was disrespecting your wife before she even stepped in the picture. I feel like it's something off about him because I just don't. I just don't think that you know what I mean. But okay,
Hello, sir. You're making a lot of noise.
is that my guy?
Come on, jump,
What
jump.
he doing?
Come on,
I don't even see my dog.
come on.
My dog should jump ship.
Hi, baby.
All right, Leilani, I feel like we've been on here a long time. Ooh,
Hello.
so
You say hi to Lisa.
I'm gonna end this by my boy, hey baby. All right, so I'm gonna end this live. Smothered is only good on pork chop. Take that however you want to. If you identify with the mother-in-law, I'm talking about you.
Or the son-in-law.
Or the son-in-law, I am talking about you. That is just nasty. I'm not trying to figure out. I'm not trying to get no big long pretty word. It's nasty. You're nasty. You're disgusting, and you're nasty, and you need to be by yourself. She needs to take her babies away from you, and you go live with your mother-in-law slash wife. Yeah, bastards, nasty bastards. That's what they are, nasty bastards. All of them. All of them. Every last one of every last smothered mama and I'm a mama's boy mama is nasty. Because let me tell you why I say the mama. Because this is learned behavior that they grew up with. This is not all of a sudden my mama decided that um we were best friends. This is a learned behavior. Not all of a sudden my mama decided that she was the only woman could be in my life as a boy. No, this is learned behavior. This is how they grew up. You raised these children to be the way they are, and now they can barely mingle with society. They are jokes that you have put on TV. TLC is a trauma channel. It is a trauma channel and it capitalizes on the fact that we as humans don't mind looking at other people's trauma. I don't know if it makes us feel better about ours. I don't know if it gives us another perspective on ours. I don't know what it does. But I do know that TLC is a trauma. That is disrespectful, hurtful, and it is one of the worst examples of husband wife behavior that I've ever seen in my life. I hope that that girl, after this season is over with, sits down by herself and watches every episode of that show. And as she's watching, she is packing her bag and stacking her money and getting the hell out of there and leaving his ass behind. Because I don't want to hear that they can go to counseling. I don't want to hear that they're married, so there's a certain amount of leeway. Stop giving a piece of paper and two or three words in front of a preacher the end all be all of somebody's life. Her being her mama and him being her husband almost killed that girl. I don't want your excuses. I don't want your justifications. I don't want y'all to do any of the stuff that people do when they talk about, well, God said. God didn't say that. Stop telling me what God said. If God want me to know something, he'll tell me. He's not gonna tell you to tell me.
You have to
If
choose.
God want me to know something, he'll let me know. He's not gonna go through your trifling ass to get to me. I hope that girl looks at every episode. I hope she cries. I hope she gets pissed off. And I hope she packs up her shit, gets stacks her money, and gets the hell up out of there. I hope he comes home to an empty fucking house because she is going to be miserable. Because as much as I'm on her side, there's just as many people on his side and her mama's side that are voicing their opinions about what she's doing wrong, about how she should respect her mama, about how she should respect her marriage, about how she should understand that her husband has needs too. That her husband got a whole mama that he disrespects. Your kids are not your friends. Your kids are not your do-over. If your ass broke your knee in college, guess what? You weren't going to the NFL. If your only talent was hula hoop, guess what, Susan? You were never going to be Miss America. If you can't keep a man, guess what, June? It's not your daughter's job to do it. Thank you so much for joining me on I don't rant hump day Wednesday. Mm-mm. The more I think about it, the more pissed off I get. I'm sitting up there listening to this dude. The last time I looked, I'm sitting up here listening to him and Hall, and try to find a nice way of telling his mother-in-law to get the hell out of my house. You're killing my wife. You're stressing out my wife, the woman that I did. Since y'all want to be so vow heavy and wedding heavy and respect this and respect that, how about this? You're killing the woman that I said vows to. You are killing the woman that I said that I was going to love and cherish in sickness and in health for the rest of my life. You're killing her. Get out of my house. We got to do better. Yes, she didn't tell the daughter. She just gave up her house. She gave up her job and everything and moved in with them. She didn't tell her daughter she was doing that. And her daughter is she want to love her mama. She wants her mama to love her. She wants a relationship with her mama. So she hasn't said anything. So she has spent the majority of her pregnancy miserable, watching them two act like they on a permanent date, watching them two hug each other and rub on each other and love on each other like he's supposed to be doing with his wife. While she been taking care of the kids. She's sitting there talking about why don't you cook? What are you doing? Bitch, make it life. And you finally got to grab your balls and go in there and tell that woman to get out of your house, and you still act like you don't know how to say it. Well, uh, uh, well, uh. I think they been on Karamo. I think they have. I'm gonna look it up when I get off here. I think they went on, and I think it was bullshit on Karamo. But anyway, I think they was on Karamo. I think the mama stormed off the stage. She got mad because of what they were saying to her. He should have been and took her to dinner so he could ease into telling her to get out. I ain't take you nowhere. We sitting in the same house that you done took over. Get out. Pack your stuff. He's like, well, you just before she had to go back to the hospital and almost died. He sitting up there still telling, well, we'll give her 2 months, and then that should be enough time. The wife is like, no, I want her gone now. She is stressing me out. We can give her 2 months. We should do that. That's what he's saying. What? Hold on, y'all. Leilani,
Yep.
can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, say something. Say something.
Something?
Oh, all right. Cause my earbud fell off.
Yep, we hear you.
That's what I hope she does. I hope she takes time, and I hope she decides to take care of herself. That is all I got for today, y'all. I have ranted enough. Make sure you like this video if you haven't already liked the video. Comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that every time we drop a video or go live, you guys can join us. I want to thank my co-hostess with the mostest, my forever hostess with the mostest, Leilani. If you don't know her channel, please go check it out. I'm not saying I'm boycotting TLC, because I'm sure I'll scroll past there and someone will make me look at it for 13 seconds. But I want y'all to call it what it is. That's not reality TV. That's trauma TV. That's using somebody's pain for gain TV. And I'm tired of seeing people hurt and used in real life. I ain't got no problem with fiction. But in real life, I'm tired of that. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And I don't know. What y'all got coming up next, Leilani? Did you get your paint stuff?
I have not bought the paint yet. Nope. Everybody else bought it.
Yeah, I think that's like the 13th. Y'all gonna do it the day before Valentine's, right?
I have no idea. I just know it's for Valentine.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure y'all will figure out something for them. All right, guys. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with us for these 2 hours or so. This is your girl, Lisa.
And Leilani.
I was just sitting there like.
And so I was looking to see.
That's right. Thank you for watching. Thank y'all for coming through. That's right. You came through a DC Kool-Aid and Lisa production live stream. Make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And we will be back with another live stream.
And I put it on Caesars. All I got is certified trunk beaters. Charge a couple cool K for the features. It ain't about the money, then you probably can't reach us. Hey, and I put it on mamas. Do it for the soul, for the fam, and the commas. Don't act, be chill with the dramas. All you gotta do is be you and be
honest. That's what we talking about. That YouTube streets got to be honest. on these YouTube streets. We got the mukbangers, the prankers, even the haters. We love vlogging, cooking, and pranks and challenges. Always have the real talk. And with Lisa saying, hey, y'all.